Hi, Wednesday night. Tired. Had a conversation with Carol Squire today. She came to make sure I was okay. Eyes on the ball, that was really good. Thank you, Carol. And in the conversation, I shared with her what I had awakened to early this morning. And that was the concept that, are you dealing with skinwalkers? Well, definition of skinwalkers in the video I sent out, you'll see that the outsiders are skinwalkers. They're the same. And dealing with them differently is what we know. So I just, said, absolutely, that's what we're dealing with. And I've been saying in Facebook, I believe, for people who don't understand a lot about the tag work, when they see or sense something that's not acceptable, they just say, not acceptable, and boom, put a mark on the forehead. Mark of the beast. That is a beast. Mark, not acceptable. Kind of turning the mark of the beast on its head. We've kind of talked about turning the vibrations of weaponization on those who have created weaponization. So what I woke up with this morning was that skinwalkers, okay, Black women saying, we're not the same, we're not going to be lynched this time. And I'm going like, that's true. We aren't the same. So putting those two together, what came to my mind next, and this is how Gemini minds work, look them in the eye. I realized I had never looked in Trump's eye. I avoid him. And then I went, when else did I avoid something looking in the eye? Many years ago, I was probably maybe in my early 50s, and I found myself walking by my bathroom mirror, not looking in the mirror. Now, I'm not a mirror person, but this is an avoidance. And when I became aware that I was avoiding looking in the mirror, I did what any good tagger would do. I sat down with my paper and a pencil and said, who knows why I'm not looking myself in the mirror? And I found that it was from another lifetime. A woodcutter who had adopted me because my parents had been killed brought me into his home in the woods. A really strong, stable man, but not loving. I mean, he loved me and he took good care of me, but he was like a curmudgeon. And he saw that in the work I was doing that I needed some extra protection. This was before PTO and a lot that I knew that I know now. And so he'd come back into my world, stepped into my body to keep me protected. and and I knew it wasn't me, so I wasn't looking in the mirror without even being aware. And then you see that's from the hospital. And so at the same time, there were in the medical mental health profession, there were kids mostly, and maybe teenagers that had this condition where they couldn't look in themselves in the mirror. I went, aha, they've got something going on, like I had something going on, but nobody knows how to tell them. Who in my space knows why I can't look myself in the mirror? Anyway, all of that is a background story to what I decided to do early this morning is to look. I thought, if there's enough of us looking them in the eyes, we don't have to be in their physical presence. We could do it in imagination. Look in their eyes, and just stand with that strength of Sophia. I'm rooted. I am stable. I am strong. And I see who you are. I know who you are. And PTO, we are one. Laniake, the whole protocol, remove them to extinction, looking them in the eye. So I went, okay, pulled a picture of Trump, and this mugshot, which I'm sending to you, by the way. And there's the mugshot, and I'm looking in the eye. The mugshot I had last night was reptilian eyes. I can't even, they're not the same eyes as in the same photo this morning. Looked in the eyes, and I just kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger and looked him in the eyes. And then when I felt like that's enough, I just took my little thumb, I think it is, or maybe my finger, and just to the screen of my phone, I just said, Mark, gone. So I'm sending you that suggestion with the Trump picture and Musk picture and anything else you want to do. And those are the kinds of things I'm going to be encouraging more and more women to be a part of. Anyway, it was a fun conversation, very valuable, as conversations with all of you have been for me. Much, much love.